Hey y'all, conservative brother Daily, bringing you guys to the aftermath, I guess, or a reaction to yesterday's Trump Biden 2024 debate. It's in the bag, it's officially in the books. So my initial thoughts, I actually wasn't able to watch the whole thing, but I got in about an hour and a half or so. And what you see here, I will give credit, at least from what I gathered, I will give credit to Jake Tapper and Dana Bush. They were on a much better behavior. There was no cutting off, not hearing a question that they didn't like from Trump. Once again, I didn't catch the whole thing, but I know they got into foreign policy. I think when I was listening to them, they were, getting in the legal immigration situation, the economy in general. So you kind of saw it already, like the weird faces Biden was making. You can tell that, Trump threw some curveballs his way that he wasn't quite expecting. And there was just a whole, we got to give it to Trump. I mean, once again, there's some things establishment wise that he continues as a push, whether it's being completely pro-Israel and not really calling out the Netanyahu regime or the military-industrial complex, that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, when it comes to performance, when it comes to showing the audience the traits of a leader, of a strong alpha leader who can lead the country and call things out, Trump took the bag on this one. No matter how you want to spin it. And at the same time, it's funny how he had to kind of go back like 4 years later and talk about how, okay, the Russia hoax, Hunter Biden laptop was Russian misinformation, all that was debunked, and he has to 4 years later say that on live TV. And once again, Biden just continues to double down. Trump was very fair. We talked about him standing on that abortion rule and how it was just basically an exception of the life of the mother, rape, incest, that sort of thing. He has to kind of he admitted on live like, hey, I have to you know be in a middle ground that you know everybody isn't gonna like, even my own base. And then and he called out how Democrats continue to like they want to do abortion all the way up to the moment of birth, 8 9 months. Biden denies it. So it's just a lot of just deny, deflect. I didn't catch when he probably started going off on the Trump convictions and all that stuff. They touched on J6. Obviously, a lot of that stuff being Fed instigated. A lot of that with Nancy Pelosi not doing what she was supposed to do. So I think once again Trump kind of held his own. Once again, I still have a lot of beefs with Trump as far as different things I've talked about. But as far as like a performance showing people like who can be the competent leader, I feel like Trump showed up and showed out. And Biden, fortunately, if people are being honest, especially the people that voted for him, like you can't sit there and tell me that was a strong leader who, as soon as Trump said something, he didn't recognize Trump. I mean, I wish Biden had got coached better by his team. Like, don't make those dumbfounded faces. Those faces did not help. And he was kind of tripping over words, and I'm sure CNN was bending over backwards trying to live edit or do different things, to try and like mask it. Wasn't enough. And once again, I didn't catch the tail end of the debate. I don't know whether Jake Tapper or Dana Bush started doing little tricks. And of course, all the left wing pundits afterwards, they're going to spin it their own way. They're trying to, you got all the Brooklyn dads and the Harry Sassans, like, capping for Democrats. They're all paid shills going, oh man, look, Biden would smoke them. Oh, boom. And it's just like so fake and obvious. You're just a paid shill. But don't even the Republicans and conservatives don't watch Fox News. Don't do all the go to your favorite right wing pundits for the immediate after show, especially on the big networks. Don't watch Fox News. Don't watch CNN. Like literally, just you should have watched it live with an open mind and just look at it from perspective of who performed and who didn't. And I felt like Trump performed that night, and yeah, and once again, it just kind of goes to show Biden's just deflection, siding with Zelensky and that whole Ukraine money laundering regime. And he was just calling out. a lot of the stuff. I'm surprised CNN let it air, but but they'll continue to be like, all right, for the normies that need the pundits to tell them what just happened. The normies will go to their Joy Reid or their Rachel Maddow. Say, okay, this is what happened. This is why. And so there's nothing you can do about that. People just don't think critically. They need some pedestaled authority to tell them what to think. They can't sit there and see the debate on clear what Trump was talking about and be like, wow, that actually made sense. They need their TDS upgrade, or they need another hit of TDS. So, and that just kind of blinds them. So once again, this is just one of 3 debates coming. So I'm not gonna do this whole 20-30 minute breakdown. There's plenty of other places you can go for that. These are just my initial thoughts. Where once again, I think Trump showed up and showed out. Um, and yeah, we look forward to uh, cautiously look forward to the next debate. And I don't know if it's just funny how the media, they're kind of bobbing and weaving. They protect Biden 1 minute, then they set him up to fail like this. So I feel like they're trying to push Joe out. I feel like they're going to eventually push Joe out. They're probably going to wait last minute to the DNC, right before the DNC. So they're playing like they're all in on Biden, but at the same time they're letting a lot of this stuff, to make them look bad, continue to build and build. So by the time the DNC comes around in August in Chicago, they can pop them out, place them with Michelle or Gavin Newsom, Michelle Obama or Gavin Newsom. It's my prediction. But yeah, good debate. And yeah, we'll probably be talking about this on the Uncomfy Truths podcast this Sunday, the 30th. Me and Conspiracy Brother. We'll probably do a little reflection on the debate as well. And yeah, sounds good. And I will talk to you guys the next time. Stay awake, not woke.